Folks, here we are again. No, folks, I'm not telling you what I had for dinner. No, I'm not going to tell you where your stepsister was yesterday. No, I'm not going to wonder why you keep getting repair bills for your kitchen during the day. I'm here to tell you that we have another product of Magic the Gathering that, according to social media and all the lab coats and scholars and the people who know what they're talking about, according to all these people, everything's going to zero. We have to report today that Commander Legends, not collector boxes, not some fancy variant, the most bare bones, overprinted 2020, 2021 era product, Commander Legends 1 draft boxes. All-time high. All-time high, ladies and gentlemen. This is the product that stores were able to buy in the 80s. That's what I did. And stores were able to sell it all day long, like I did, to patrons for $99 or $109, or I sold it for between $99, and it bounced around depending on which wave you bought on, all that crap. So overall, Commander Legends draft boxes. Are you sitting down, Buttercup? Are you wearing that nice new pair of pants? Commander Legends draft, TCG player, $140 to $150 plus tax. All-time high. All-time high. And the kicker is, Timmy's brains have imploded into themselves into a literally, just some sort of tumbleweed, and is rolling down the street in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. And they're not even getting reward points. And the problem is, everybody's messaging me. By everybody, I mean one whole person. I'm kidding, it was like 4 people. And people are saying, Rudy, I don't understand how Commander Legends draft boxes can be at an all-time high when they've already announced the key card in Commander Legends 1, the Jewel Lotus, is being reprinted. And on top of that, you even said it yourself, Creepy Rudy, Basement Man, X-Man, Girlfriend. You even told me they reprinted Commander Legends like 4 or 5 times. I said, yeah, that's a fact. I even have every print run. I have a little bit left over from each print run, and you can see even the final print run. They even had the new Wizards logo modified to the last print run compared to the early. They even had the new logo that was in print for so long. They reprinted it so many times. It has like the different logos and packaging on the products that they changed over almost a 2-year period. It's hilarious. So people are confused. They don't understand how a product that got reprinted printed to oblivion, like the internet scholars and all the billionaires online who know everything because they're scholars monopoly, man. You know, they got the glass eye and the little chain, and they got the pipe, and they're going, yeah. God, I need to stop taking this channel like a joke. I need to be serious. I am a very serious person. I promise you all, this is the face of someone who does not mess around. Okay, so, I just want to report to you all. Commander Legends draft box has hit an all-time high. And people are confused. There's chatter about it. And people are asking, Rudy, what do you think? Well, you already know. I've told you guys in multiple videos over the last year and a half since it's been out of print that I bet very heavily on Commander Legends 1. I literally went pretty heavily. As of the filming of this video, I probably have between 1,500 and 2,000 draft boxes of Commander Legends 1 because I felt it was the last and the greatest cheap draft, it really wasn't a good draft box, but it was the last good, cheap Magic product we will ever see in human meat popsicle history. Because if stores could buy it in the 80s, and we were selling it, I sold like 5-6 times to patrons for like $99 to $109. And I was like, it's just such a good product, man. The rares, the mana drains, the Jeweled Lotus. Look at the list of cards in that thing. These were $100 boxes. Wizards is never going to make a product with that much reprint equity and that much secondary market value again for under $100. It's never going to happen. Chris Cox literally says, I will never attend another cocktail party at that price. It's never going to happen. And I knew that. I told you all that was my theory. I made videos on it for a year and a half, and I said Commander Legends and Jumpstart Original, those two were my go-to picks for the 2020-2021 specialty products. They were cheap, and the amount of value in the mutual fund approach, the pool of cards and diversity of cards, there was so much opportunity. So here we are, once again, similar to the Strixhaven Collector box hitting all-time high. I knew it would slowly move, but it's happening quicker than I expected. I thought at the end of 2023, going into 2024, I thought Commander Legends 1 would go from like 110 to like 130, maybe up 10, 15%. I didn't think within 90 days we would pop 30% and go all the way to almost 150. That I didn't see that coming. On top of that, I don't understand how the market thinned out. Like, people bought so much of it. The supply side thinned out so much. It's accelerating the uptick of Commander Legends draft boxes. Now, I don't know if this is an individual. I don't know if this is Rudy's ex under the fake name Not a Taco Man. It could be him or her buying them up. I'm not sure what's going on, but the market's moved a lot quicker than I thought. My price target at the end going into 2024 was that 140, 150. And I thought within a couple of years, the original Commander Legends draft boxes could easily hit $200, $300 a box. I did not think it was going to move at this rate of speed, and I also thought there would be a lot more on the open market. But once again, going through last year's bear market, it flushed the fucking system. I've been telling you all for 9 months, since the summer of last year, when every store had to raise capital, that people had to burn through inventory. They got stuck selling products at a loss, and they had to go in their back room, go down to the taco dungeon, and they had to say, what can we liquidate to raise capital? And that's what happened. And I was also discussing with you all that I knew moving into 2023 or 2024, whenever the bear market ended, it happened quicker than I thought. I got that part wrong. But I knew eventually, when the market restabilized, all these thousands of LGSs had to dump inventory to survive. So now when something upticks, they can't run back to the taco dungeon, unchain the soft chalupa or gordita or nacho supreme. They can't go down there and just unload hundreds of boxes because they already did to survive the bad market. And that tends to create an accelerated turn or an accelerated growth rate because there's less supply to be absorbed. And we're seeing that now with Commander Legends Draft. People are also asking me, Rudy, do you think it's going to happen to Jumpstart soon? Yes, it will. Jumpstart had another large wave at the very end, similar to Commander Legends Draft, but Jumpstart is still being dumped by Hasbro Direct, the last few pallets on Amazon. And once they pull that down, which is going to happen sometime between the filming of this video and probably the next 12 months, and once that kind of, that benchmark goes away, the market is going to get cut off. The faucet will be turned off. And original Jumpstart, just like original Commander Legends, cannot be sold for under $100 as it gets older and older, and the cards are worth more and more, or the single cards having... You can't have Commander Legends 1 draft boxes. Rudy, there's no way. They printed so much Commander Legends 1 and Jumpstart boxes, they're never going to go up. The cards in the box have like an EV over $100 a box. You cannot have even an overprint, even if it was a bad set. You can't have a sealed product out of print with no more supply, aging +1, +3, +5 years, and you can't have that. You have to have the separation of single card to sealed. If the cards in the box are worth $100 and it's just went out of print, the box is going to be around $100. But in 5 years, you can't have a $100 box that has $100 in cards worth $100 selling for $100 in the market. As the sealed product ages, the sealed box has to separate from the EV. There has to be a widening, gaping, giggity gap. That gap and that pull apart, that separation has to be wider. So eventually, even if the cards in Commander Legends and Jumpstart never go up, 169 years from now, when Rudy has 3 balls and 4 legs and 4 toupees and no hair left, and I'm neon pink with polka dots, I can tell you we can't have Jumpstart Original and Commander Legends at $100 a box. It's going to have to go to $200, $300, $400 a box, even if the cards are only worth $100. It has to have that separation. And it happens every time for the last 30 years, and in that there is no reason to believe that has gone away. So now people are going, I don't understand, Rudy. How can Commander Legends Draft go up? And I'm sitting here going, I don't understand why people are surprised. Because did people genuinely just believe everything's over with? Oh, but Rudy, even if you got the boxes, no one's going to buy them. If I put them on TCG Play, I may sell 1 box every 15 years. Oh, God. Put some effort into it. People just they want some easy negative excuse, denial, reason that something doesn't work or something's bad. And the reality is, things have changed a lot. And because of all that change, many things have stayed the same. And just like 7 years ago, when people said it was all printed to oblivion, the same old negativity from social media, the Reddits, the Facebooks, the Discords, and the OnlyFans, it's all the same thing. And while people are wrapped up in that emotional downward spiral, other people, other collectors, other investors, other LGSs will continue to thrive and move into the future and get bigger and more successful. Because I do not believe the fundamentals have changed. I believe when we stand back, magic's going to be around. And I think old sealed product is still going to do its thing. Sure, you're not going to 10x your money. Sorry to let you down, Timmy. Pokemon's going to do its thing. Flesh and Blood at this point is going to do its thing. MetaZoo's going to release sets. People are going to hate it. It's going to do its thing. White sets, people are going to make fun of it. Say, no, it's stupid. Look at Rudy. It's going to go up and do its thing. The new card games, some will make it, some will fail. But again, being a part of it is a great experience in life. I wouldn't change it for the world. So remember that, folks. Do your own research. Pay attention. Be very careful getting stuck in that downward spiral of negativity, because it leads you to making decisions you wouldn't normally make. You may have been wanting to buy a case of Commander Legends Draft. And maybe you watched some goofy video by some idiot on Discord or on MySpace with Tom. And maybe MySpace people are saying, oh, don't do it. And you didn't pull the trigger. So you didn't buy into a certain box of cards. And now when the prices start to move, that's it. It's too late. That's the problem with this stuff, is by the time the market proves itself to you or me, to stores or to people, the market's already priced in and adjusted. And then the easy money's been made. Not saying that it can't go up more in the future, but you missed out on these big jumps because you were basing decisions, you had analysis paralysis. You were so worried you did nothing at all. And doing nothing at all, like I've told you all many times in life, is more dangerous than taking risks or even getting things wrong. The fear of everything in life is the biggest fear of all. Have a great day, folks. Hope you learned something. Commander Legends 150 in 4 months. That's crazy.